Now from the banks of Lake Erie, EA Sports welcomes you to Huntington Bank Field here in downtown Cleveland. Today we continue on with John Madden Thanksgiving celebration weekend, and we have got a good one in store, as it'll be the San Francisco 49ers taking on the Cleveland Browns.
Set to kick off.
Here's the former Florida Gator Eddie Pinheiro to get us started. And off we go from Cleveland. And this one definitely not in the landing zone. In fact, it's over the back line of the end zone. So this ball will come out to the 30 now. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. They'll start this drive out on the ground. He pushes through a would-be tackler to get about 3 yards, 2nd down. You look at this Niner defense. They've had their trouble stopping the run, Charles. Currently 29th in the NFL in that department.
Stopping the run, that's been an issue for them all season long. Aren't you glad that you're not coaching the defense right now?
I'm very glad. They said that they've seen it in doses, but very, very small doses.
Yeah, you've got to be consistent. It's down in and down out, being able to play it, understand what you have to get done, and finally stop some people, put them on the ground.
And that's a more than acceptable read right there because it's zone coverage, so timing is everything. This time he waits for his man to come open, puts it right on him, and they pick up a 1st down.
Now Sanders. They'll get this complete to Tillman. The Browns had 7-4 on the year. Well, they were losers last time out, trying to turn things around here in this one.
And it always helps to have a home crowd behind you, giving you encouragement as long as you give them something good to cheer about. So you know they just want to come out and play well for their faithful, and I expect them to do just that.
2nd down and 3.
Let's go. Ready.
To throw now. Here's Sanders.
Oh, it's a screen pass. That's complete.
And this time not quite to the 30. It'll be down at the 31-yard line. Rookie quarterback, rookie running back. They team up there to pick up the 1st.
I like the screen being called here early in the game, especially on the opening drive, because, Brandon, when guys come out of the locker room, especially those pass rushers, they are so amped up to get to the quarterback that you can use that against them, and a screen pass is a great way of doing it. A lot of teams against good pass rushing teams, they want to run the screen 10 to 12 times in a game.
On 1st down, they'll go to the ground attack. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
You've got to be impressed by that defensive front on reps like those. They were not being moved off the line, kept their shoulders square, and gave their teammates time to fight to the ball and limit that gain.
To throw is Sanders. That's going to be caught by Judy. And he's going to be taken down here with a penalty flag on the field. Temporarily out of field goal range now as they come up on a 2nd and long after the holding call. On play action, here's Shadur. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
Partner, what we're seeing so far is a defense that's certainly coordinated. Both levels doing their jobs in tandem. The back helping the front helping the back. The pressure got home on that last play and forced him to try and throw through contact and short of the sticks.
Oh, he had a man open. He overshot him. It's incomplete.
Looked like they were set up defensively in a zone coverage, but somehow they found a seam because that receiver all alone. By rights, that should have been a touchdown, but somehow this ball's overthrown.
And Bojorquez on to punt as he gets it away.
And this one hits at the 1, continues on into the end zone for a touchback.
Purdy going to lead the 49ers to the line, 1st and 10
at their own 20-yard line. First carry for Christian McCaffrey. Trying to find a lane, but instead he'll get back to the line of scrimmage and no more. Officially no gain on the play, and it's 2nd down. Counting down toward the midway point in quarter one.
Second down and right back to McCaffrey.
And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line.
He'll get a dozen there, and it's a 1st down, 49ers.
Well, there's plenty of real estate for him to maneuver on that run, and let's face it, it shouldn't be a surprise. He's one of the better backs in the league. Had to come into this game with the idea, slow him down, otherwise it's going to be a long afternoon.
On 1st down, this is McCaffrey. And they're going to stop him right at the line of scrimmage. Just no cutback lane to be found whatsoever. 2nd and 10. You look at this Browns defense.
They've been excellent against the pass. The number 6 unit in the NFL.
And I'm struggling a little bit trying to really categorize this crew. They're top 10 in the league against the pass, but the bottom half of the league in sacking the quarterback. That doesn't make sense. Imagine if this group ever put pressure on the QB, they'd easily move into the top 5.
Coming up here looking for 3 yards to pick up the first. Here's Purdy. He's going to get that to his running back out of the backfield. And they're going to have another 1st down as he's going to be tackled at the Browns' 40.
Well, they were in search of a short gain on 3rd down, and they wind up nabbing over 20 yards. 1st and 10 at the 40-yard line.
They'll get that one out quickly to Brown.
Busting through contact. Just wasn't a huge hole there for him to operate. Stopped just inside the 35-yard line.
Here's a 2nd and 3 now from the 33. Once more, Purdy looking to throw. And that one into the hands of Brown downfield.
And he's taken down, but not before reaching the 10-yard line.
Back-to-back receptions for him, and it's another 1st down. Well, no question, this is exactly how they wanted to start this football game. And nice pass there, and now they're set up beautifully, Charles, to finish this off with a touchdown.
Yeah, but they've still got to finish it off, partner, and that means they've got to execute at this stage of the field. So we've seen many teams march it right to the goal line and not cash in. They've got something dialed up here that puts it in the end zone.
Throwing here, Purdy. We'll get this out right here to McCaffrey.
And across the chalk into the end zone. It's a 49er touchdown.
Christian McCaffrey.
His 17th touchdown now on the season.
And the Niners get the upper hand as they're on the board first here this afternoon.
Now after the touchdown, here's Pinheiro to kick it off.
The Browns take over 1st and 10 at their own 35-yard line.
Now a timeout called for by the defense. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. So good starting field position for them here as they come up 1st and 10 at their 35-yard line. They'll start this drive out on the ground. And nothing much materializing there on the 1st down run. He'll get a couple, and that's it.
38-yard line. It's a pickup of 3. Brings up 2nd and 7.
After one, 7-0 on EA Sports. On to the second from Cleveland. It's the Browns in control of the football as they've got it 2nd and 7. From the gun, it's Shador. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Fred Warner. And they'll start out with great field position at the 47-yard line in enemy territory. A handoff left, McCaffrey. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3.
Well, no matter how they phrase it, staying on schedule, staying ahead of the sticks, whatever you want to call it, 7 yards on first down, that fits the bill.
Here's 2nd and 3. Again, they run. Again, it's McCaffrey. And they will only muster a yard here to the 38.
Sometimes you're aligned perfectly and the play comes to you, and sometimes you got to cover some ground to go make the play, as we just saw there.
We saw a great example of perseverance right there on that play.
Got to be careful. They might want to throw one over his head as this game progresses.
They'll try and pick it up with McCaffrey. And he will be taken down, but not before he gets this to the Browns' 6-yard line. Well, they only needed a small gain on third down. They end up getting over 30 yards.
Just about every coach we talk to says the crowd shouldn't affect us. That shouldn't be an issue. And then the next breath they talk about taking the crowd and taking them out of the game by picking up first downs and keeping them at bay. I think we just saw an example of that there, didn't we?
Important to do, especially early in the game like they have. Now a first carry for their fullback. And the hole closes quickly here. He can fight only to about the 4. It's a gain of a couple, and it'll be 2nd and goal.
Now that's the defense that they were looking for, being able to get extra bodies to the point of attack to deal with the big guy carrying the ball. You really don't want to be in a position where it's a one-on-one tackle with him.
In motion, the tight end. McCaffrey. And that'll hurt the average a bit, as this time they're able to get him behind the line. So they're back at the 7 now for 3rd and goal. Now Purdy, he's going to change the look here. They'll look to throw on 3rd and goal. And this is going to be intercepted. And the Browns are going to take possession here. It's a touchback, and they'll take over at the 20-yard line. The Browns drive about to get started. So now, Charles, this drive maybe a touch more important, trying to erase the memory of that interception they had the last time out.
Yeah, and everyone goes through this because even the best in the game, you're going to have games where it just doesn't go right for you and interceptions result. So, frankly, to me, it's all about how you respond, not just the types of plays that you call, but how you carry yourself, how you show your team that you're still with it, and how you continue to lead.
Here's Sanders. This one complete to Jerry Jeudy. And he'll be tackled right on the chalk at a 45. The first catch for Jeudy, good for a first down.
What an intelligent play as he found open grass and uncovered quickly. A nice clutch play to move the chains. The defense, they've got to do a much better job of accounting for these shorter routes.
On first down, they'll go to the ground attack. And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. 2nd down. Now a 2nd and 6.
Second and 6 at their 49-yard line.
And they'll give him another shot here on the ground. 6 yards to pick up, and that's a first down.
Even though they gave up more than they wanted to on that play, it actually illustrates how well they've bottled them up throughout the game, because that was his longest run of this contest.
Throwing, Sanders.
Firing quickly here, and that's complete.
And he's going to be out of bounds down around the 35-yard line.
So the completion results there in 9 yards. And that'll give them a short yardage situation here for second down.
Here we go.
2 minutes on the clock, second quarter, 7-0 ball game. From the 35, here's second and a yard.
Come on, come on. Set.
Off the play fake. Here's Sanders. And the Niners get there and bring him down. Nick Bosa in there to drop him for his 11th sack of the year. Well, for last week's performance, which was so good, he was named NFC Defensive Player of the Week. He got a lot of praise, and understandably so, from national media. Looking pretty good on that play, too.
And I love what he told us this week before the game. He talked about how much time they spend working on pass rush moves, every position, because anyone can go after the quarterback in their defense, and you can see how they all observe their lessons.
Now the Niners going to signal for their third and final timeout as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. On fourth down on is Corey Bojorquez to punt. And he couldn't get it to check up. That kicks all the way into the end zone for a touchback. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. In a close game like this, Charles, those interceptions like they had on the last drive could be costly, but here they've got another opportunity to seize control of this game.
And they better take advantage of it, because otherwise, if they end up losing by one score, they'll relive this over and over and over until they have another opportunity to wipe it away.
Now, I believe they buzzed down. They're going to take another look at this play, with all reviews coming from the replay official here in the final 2 minutes of the half. Now a second and 10. Out of the gun, Purdy. On the RPO, he'll keep it himself. And an off-balance throw there, and it's going to wind up incomplete. Looking for Tyquan Thornton on that one.
And it's third down.
Right where this set of downs started, they need a full 10 here to pick up the first down and move the chains. Back to throw, Purdy. He's going deep for Brown. They've got his man complete. A big third down play there for the Niners. 42 yards. So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for first and 10. Purdy from the gun. All right, rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. And the Browns will take over here as they get it up to the 43-yard line. So this defense coming up with a takeaway, and maybe that's something that can bring a little life to that sideline.
Well, I don't want to say that they've been sleepwalking through this first half, because that's simply not true, but you're right. We haven't seen a lot of fire from these guys, really, on either side of the ball. So maybe that's the catalyst that they needed to get them back into this game.
Sanders. He's going to air one out. Oh, and his early struggles continue. Here's another one intercepted. Picked off by Fred Warner. And the Niners are going to get the football here at their own 40-yard line.
A tough adjustment to the NFL throughout his rookie season, and his problem with turnovers is only exacerbated by his early showing today. That's a couple for him here in this first half, and he's cleared the double-digit mark for the entire season.
The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive. And they do have terrific starting field position, but no timeouts to work with, so they'll need to operate quickly.
He's going to launch this thing way downfield. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. 33 yards that time.
And the 49er first down. First and 10 at the 27-yard line.
Purdy looking to throw.
And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's second down.
And I think they'd be well served to take that type of a physical approach against him the rest of the game. He's had his way so far, but on that last one, that worked quite well for the defense.
Second and 10.
Up the gut, McCaffrey. And he'll go down right on the edge of the red zone following a pickup of about 7 or 8. In need of a conversion on third down. They had the big play to start the drive. Not much sense. And he quickly clocks it, and they're going to have a good shot at getting 3 here before the break. So with 4 seconds to go in the half, here's the field goal unit onto the field. The kick by Pinheiro is good.
So he's been automatic to this point of the season, and he connects on the field goal there.
And what a luxury it is to have a kicker you can depend upon, partner, because he hasn't missed all year long. Converts on that one as well. And kudos to you. You didn't jinx him.
So still time for the kickoff here. 1 second to go in the half as this one is away. And that'll do it for the end of the second quarter. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. (10-0) is our score as we get started again on EA Sports. And this one over the back line of the end zone. Well, they definitely don't want to give him a shot at returning it. That's obvious. So the ball will come out to the 30. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And despite the turnovers, Charles, and they had multiple in that first half, they still have the lead as they begin this third quarter.
And they probably heard some conflicting tones at the half, don't you think? A lot of praise for what they did to get this lead, but also a little bit of scolding because they got to take better care of the football in the second half. But you and I both know the great leaders, they know how to give that little bit of vinegar in there and cover it with a big dose of honey.
And Purdy, he's going to shift him around into something else.
They'll look to throw now on first down.
That's caught. It's McCaffrey again.
And past the 35, he'll be dropped a yard or two shy of the 30. Another first down as they call his number again. He's got 15 yards here.
A gain of 15. First down, 49ers.
Purdy now to throw.
This is caught. It's Brown. And he'll be out of bounds about a half to a full yard shy of the 5.
6 more yards.
A good pickup there, 26 yards.
First down.
So 3 plays, already first and goal, and they are wasting little time.
And now an audible here into something else.
First man through, it's the fullback use check. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. They'll say no gain on the play, and it'll be second and goal.
At the 6-yard line.
Purdy will set up to throw it here.
And it's complete. In the end zone, touchdown 49ers. A.J. Brown from 6 yards away.
And the 49ers take the opening kickoff of the third quarter and drive right down the field to extend their lead. Piñeiro's extra point up and good.
And that makes our score 17-0. Now after the touchdown, here's Piñeiro to kick it off.
The Browns take over 1st and 10 at their own 35-yard line.
Okay,
the Cleveland offense ready to go.
Get it.
They'll start on the ground here on 1st down. And he is swallowed up right at the line of scrimmage. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
Brings up 2nd and 11 at the 34-yard line.
Sanders to throw. There's a short one caught by Fannin. And he'll get up near the 45. They'll spot it at the 44. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down.
3rd and 1.
Oh, he didn't spike it. He faked it. And hit behind the line. He lost the football. It's loose.
Offensively lucky they're able to keep the football, but now 4th down, so they'll have to boot it away.
I do think, though, they're going to look at this as a positive. 1, they recovered the fumble, so they retained possession. But 2, being able to punt it changes field position for them. Imagine if that turnover takes place there. Now your defense has to go onto the field and try and hold. Instead, they get a little breathing room.
And how about the call here? They need 2 yards in their own territory on 4th down, and they're going to go for it.
They'll go. Here's Sanders. He's got his running back out of the backfield.
And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. So from inside Niner territory now, this is 1st and 10 at the 32-yard line.
Now Sanders. Now a run here off the RPO. He'll keep it.
And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes.
It's J.O.K. Jeremiah Owusu-Koramoah in there for the sack.
I don't care if you're taking it in round 1, you're undrafted, whatever. As a rookie quarterback in this league, you're going to have games where you face adversity like this.
Lessons. All the time you're going to face these lessons. The key for this guy is will he be able to bounce back in the next one, because right now, this has not been his game.
Just what they need, a lecture from me, but subpar offense is what helped get them into this spot. And now they're continuing the trend with incompletions. That won't get them out of it if they don't change something soon.
7th play of this drive coming up, but a long way to go on 3rd down.
79 Broncos. Dragon 60. 60 Bobcat. 60 Bobcat.
To throw now. Here's Sanders.
And that's going to be incomplete. The coverage too good there. The contact popped the ball free, and it's 4th down.
Well, how about the coverage we just saw him break out on 3rd down? Dime defense, blanketed the field with extra defensive backs and speed, unable to find an open hole to complete that pass.
And it's out of bounds. Now we'll see what the side judge says. He says out at the 8-yard line. So well done there. And these punters, they get more specialized and better each and every year, don't they?
They sure do. And now it's really not the American punters. It's the Australian punters with their kicking academies and that flat drop and just kind of kicking the nose of the football. They're able to almost stop it where they want to if a good golfer can check one up.
It's a loss of 5 there, bringing up 2nd.
I like the strategy. Extra tight ends, extra beef. They want to run the football, but that means they probably want to run it inside. If you get strung out on the perimeter, you're in peril.
Yeah, we saw the result, negative yardage. So a 5-yard run the other way in the wrong direction, and that leads us to 2nd and 15. Near his goal line, here's Purdy. And he's got his big tight end over the middle, complete. A gain there of 21 yards.
And while we may be looking at the scoreboard, this offense certainly is not, because they're showing no signs of backing down, even with a 3-score lead here in the third quarter. I think they keep taking their shots. They've seen blown leads happen throughout this league. They don't want to fall victim to it themselves.
68 yards rushing for him now on what was his 10th carry of the ball game.
How many times do we say in this game that speed kills, and it does it in so many different ways? In this case, you got a back who's quick and shifty, can make moves, make people miss, but also gets to and through a hole before it can close down. That's some of the benefits of that speed, not just outrunning people in the secondary. That led to a really nice game.
He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
That's a play to take note of there for the defense, I think, in the future. If you're going to try and block him, maybe you get a guard to help double-team him and try and steer him out of the play. They should have done it on that snap.
38-yard line, 2nd and 11.
And they're not going to get to the line to run another play. So we will switch ends as the third quarter has come to a close. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports.
2nd and 11 now. Now Purdy. And that went too far in front. He couldn't reel it in. It's incomplete.
I know coaches tell us all the time that having a powerful arm isn't the #1 thing they look for in a quarterback. But when you're trying to throw inside routes and you need to put some heat on it, it helps to have the big gun. In this case, just a little bit too much.
The Niners on 3rd down. They've been good, 3 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and 11.
Purdy.
He's going deep for Brown. It's caught inside the 25. And he takes this just a few yards shy of the red zone before going out.
That's another 49er first down. 1st and 10 at the 23-yard line.
So the challenge there does not go their way. This would indeed remain a completed pass.
Back to the ground attack here is McCaffrey. Call it a gain of 4 on 1st, and that'll make it 2nd down.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where it'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
Second and 6.
They stay on the ground. McCaffrey again. And he'll take it from the 18 to the 15. A gain of 3.
Back-to-back 4-yard runs. Now, look, if they just do that all the way downfield, ball ends up in the end zone, but that's a little difficult to do.
Yeah, I think now 3rd and 2, that defense ready to stiffen up and stop that run.
Here's Purdy.
To the goal line, but it's incomplete.
That was a touchdown if he could have hung on. Instead, it was a well-timed collision to jar that one free.
And this is up and good from Pinheiro.
And that will extend their lead even further.
Well, ultimately not really sure that they're going to need those 3 points, but they'll take the 3 and they pad that lead.
Yeah, this one's already wrapped up, but you and I both know if you're an offensive coordinator, you never let up on the gas unless the head coach tells you to do so. And maybe you've actually clicked him off in your headset so you can keep calling plays and trying to add to this lead.
The Browns drive about to get started.
To throw is Sanders. Pass caught right side, Fannin. And they bring him to the ground just shy of midfield. Now they'll shift things around.
First and 10 at the 49-yard line.
Here's a handoff out of the gun.
And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up.
They suspected it was a power play up the middle coming at them, and boy, were they right. That defense got downhill in a hurry and limited them to just a couple on first down.
And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down.
And that's another play that's painted the picture of this game overall. It's been a blowout. It's been continually fueled by big turnovers and stops for one side and an inability to advance the ball from the other.
Out of the gun here, Sanders. He's got his target. That's complete.
And this will move the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the 49ers 35. 2nd catch for him today, and it'll wind up a 1st down.
1st and 10 at the 35-yard line.
18 Rattler, 18 Rattler. Let's go.
From the gun, it's Sanders. That's downfield. He's got Fannin.
And he doesn't quite make it, taking it within an eyelash. Dropped at the 1. It's a gain of 34.
Browns, 1st down.
1st and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game.
From the shotgun, Sanders.
And this is caught. Touchdown, Cleveland.
Cedric Tillman, a 1-yard touchdown reception. And the Browns are finally into the end zone here in this 4th quarter.
Oh, how about this? No good. Just his 2nd miss of the year, and our score will stay right where it is. The Browns kicking team out there now as they'll send this one away.
And that is over the back line of the end zone. It's a touchback, and they'll bring this out to the 30.
The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive. Well, there are 2 scores on the plus side. Still time here in this 4th quarter, but maybe you start thinking about playing keep away?
Yeah, I think here's the situation. You're not thinking touchdowns anymore. You're just thinking first downs. To keep up with your theme there, playing keep away, first downs, they can't touch the ball. Brandon, you know how many times we've done games, and at the start of the 4th quarter, we see both teams hold up the 4 fingers, 4th quarter is ours. Well, how about this drive? You saw the 4 fingers for 4-minute offense, and this offensive line has really hunkered down and established themselves.
Yeah, this is where they say, put the game on our shoulders, we'll lead the way, right?
No doubt about it. And let me tell you, if you're a running back, all you want to do is get behind those big fellas, have a little vision, and find some space.
And a solid way to do that on the first play of the drive there. After the incompletion, here now, 3rd and 2.
Purdy tosses out wide, complete. And he is going to have a Niners first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
He's been the go-to guy. They needed a big play there on 3rd down. Went his way. It worked out.
Doesn't matter whether they scouted it or that they think he's going to get the ball. He has a knack for finding his way open and completing the connection.
McCaffrey running up the middle.
And a pretty good burst right there as he'll take this down to the 33. 96 yards rushing for him now as he has been tremendous all day long. No doubt those are the types of carries they're looking for here, Charles. The lead in the fourth quarter. This is when coaches that have a reliable running game, they breathe a little easier on the sideline.
Yeah, they love the idea that they can take the air out of the football at this point of the game. That means they're really counting on that offensive line, counting on the runners, taking care of the football. Because you're going to tell your quarterback, hey, no time to be a hero. We're not going to throw it here. Just eat up that clock. And if you have the ball, they can't score.
So they'll come up first and 10 now from the 33.
Get set. Get set. Watch out.
A handoff. McCaffrey running right. And not much running room. Down to the 32. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
I like the call there because that was one to take time off the clock and get them closer to getting out of here with a W. In the mind of the play caller, all you want to hear is tick, tick, tick.
They'll give it up to McCaffrey. Back-to-back 1-yard runs here, so that leaves him with a 3rd down and 8.
I like it. I like the call. Still an opportunity to run the football and chew up a little more time off the clock.
And it's 3rd down.
Seventh play of the drive, forthcoming on 3rd and 8.
Get set. Yellow.
Throwing here, Purdy. Pass taken in by his big tight end. And he will have a Niners first down, and that ought to be the one that seals the victory.
We often hear the phrase sure-handed tight ends, and he certainly fits into that category. Plus, he's got a quarterback who knows to look his way when they need a big pickup. And on this play, he finds him for the first down.
The defense can stop it twice more as they take a knee here.
So the victory here for San Francisco.
And I think the game balls need to be distributed on the defensive side of